Hey everybody, Medusa's here, and this time I'm going to talk about, I wouldn't say conspiracy theories, but because I don't believe in those. I just think that the conspiracy theorists, that is, are people who in turn are just looking for an answer because there isn't another. But there are, sometimes it's kind of a coincidence, such as the conspiracy theory of Mama Cass, that she died eating a burger and a soft drink. I mean, she didn't die that way. Then there is Jane Mansfield. She was killed in a car wreck. Yeah, that's true. But her head wasn't decapitated. There is a picture of the car wreck with a big lop of hair. Guess what? That was a wig. Then there's the alfalfa conspiracy that he committed suicide. He didn't. He got into an argument with the guy for using his dog. Then alfalfa pulls a knife on the guy pulls a gun. The guy shoots alfalfa. Justifiable homicide. Then there's a two of the Beatles. Julian Lennon, John Lennon's oldest son. Yoko Ono is not his mother. And the other one is, well, the real Paul McCartney's dead. No. There's the conspiracy that he in turn was killed in a car wreck in the mid-60s or in the 60s. And that it's actually been somebody else portraying himself as McCartney ever since. I mean, come on, people. Then there is, for the moon, or should I say From the Earth to the Moon, Jules Verne's book. That came out back in the 1800s about a doomed air spacecraft. And in his book, everything that he mentions is almost identical to the Apollo missions, including in the book about an aircraft that is looking like it's going to be orbiting up there and nobody's going to be able to help him out. Then in the late 60s, a movie comes out called Marooned, and it is about a doomed spacecraft that is looking like it's going to be up there and nobody's going to help him out. But they do manage to get help. Then the Apollo 13 actually takes place, and everybody's like, oh man, what's going on here? Then there is one big one that has a lot of chapters to it, a lot of parts to it, that is rather weird. And that is, and it's like some of it, there's only one part of it, correction, two parts of it that's fiction, but it just fits right in. For starters, it is part of it is Syndrome-Silkwood, woman who worked at the nuclear plant. She in turn was going to meet with some people to give them some information, and she never made it. She was killed in a car wreck, and the information that she had was taken. A few years later, a movie called Heaven Can Wait comes out. And in it, the main character is a quarterback for the LA Rams. And at the end of it, he takes his team to the Super Bowl and wins it against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The following year, the movie The China Syndrome comes out. And it's about a nuclear plant that's about to have an accident. And in it, one of the characters has information about the plant, and he's going to meet with some people. He's run off the road and he's killed, and the information that he has is missing. Shortly after the movie came out, 3 Mile Island took place. Then later on that same year, the NFL season started, and it ended with the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the LA Rams in the Super Bowl. But unlike in the movie, the Pittsburgh Steelers won the Super Bowl. A few years later, one of the best movies of Meryl Streep's comes out, Silkwood. Now, this last one is kind of funky. Me and a couple people that I know was talking about this, and I didn't believe it until I saw the video, and that is of Katy Perry's Firework. And honestly, people, this is kind of freaky though, but it's kind of a salute to Kevin Spacey. And the first part of it, one of the first parts of the lyrics is that, have you ever felt like you're a plastic bag blowing in the wind? Just like in the movie American Beauty. And then there's another part where there's a bald kid, like his character in Seven. And then there's the one scene whenever he starts making out with whenever one guy starts making out with another guy. Well, he recently came out. So this is one of those ones, people, is like, is it conspiracy theories, coincidence? But then again, prove me wrong.